Hey, how's it going, you guys? This is petplatypus here. Time to review a couple more episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho, episodes 83 and 84. So, episode 83, picking up from where we left off, we've got the Game Master, and Kaito just lost. He lost at the quiz game. This dude's a total beast at games. I was thinking he was going to end up facing Hiei or the other dude, and, you know, one of those two ending up fighting both is going to come down to Kurama because they have 3 losses. No, we skip all that. We get Kurama goes up first, and he talks to the kid about how, you know, Sensui's using you, and your territory is going to backfire on you because the Goblin King dies at the end of the game, and you'll have to follow that part of the game. And that means you'll die, and the kid's like, no, Sensui's my friend, and we get like this flashback, and there's like major fucking stranger danger. Major stranger danger. That's a fucking triple rhyme right there. With Sensui and this kid, but it's cool, and you know, kids are impressionable. I can kind of understand he doesn't know the gravity of what he's got himself into, and he's like, I really want to back out, and I can't stop the game right now, and they're playing like this kind of Tetris bejeweled knockoff thing where you have to match 7 in a row or something like that. Or like, I think it was like if you get like a 3 and a 4 and put them together it equals 7 and you're good, or if you get 3 7s in a row, something like that. But it was kind of like that, you know, Tetris knockoff type thing, and Kurama's playing him, and he told him all that stuff about Sensui and everything to psych him out so he couldn't focus, and Kurama's doing really, really good while the kid's doing really, really bad. And he's like, I don't want to die, and blah, blah, blah. And not blah, blah, blah. It's cool, like a little development for him or whatever. But he ends up losing, and he seemingly dies, which, props to Togashi for killing a kid, especially in that kind of way. He wasn't like fodder or anything. And, yeah, I thought that was cool. I mean, we'll see. He might be alive still, you know, it's shonen, but if he's dead, I think that's really cool. I think it was a good character. I was going to say strongly written. Not really strongly written, but within these last couple episodes, we saw a lot of him. We saw, you know, I like that shot of Sensui like as like a bird over him. It was kind of weird, but it was like kind of cool at the same time. And, you know, I don't know, and then Kurama, the way he's acting now that he's actually killed this kid or whatever, it's very, he says he has no regrets, but you could tell something's up with Kurama right now, and I definitely think it's interesting. The game is finished, so that's pretty damn good story progression. The animation was good. I don't know who animated this episode. It was definitely a pretty different art style that I haven't seen Yu Yu Hakusho do yet. So whoever animated this, not bad, just new artist, I guess. Because I haven't seen this artwork in Yu Yu Hakusho yet, at least not that I can recall. But yeah, the animation was good, and the pacing was solid as usual for this whole arc, I should say. Hasn't really been too slow of an episode this arc, not like the Dark Tournament had a bunch of slow episodes. But yeah, and this whole arc has had some really good story progression. But anyways, the puzzle game, cool. It had its own, you know, way of being unique as opposed to just like a Tetris knockoff. It was, you know, a little bit more unique than that, so I thought that was pretty cool. We also get a scene with Keiko and Kuwabara's sister, and there's a news broadcast that says the doctor has broken out of jail. That's why. Can't we just be done with that guy? And whatever, we'll see what happens. The spirit portal is going to open, or the demon portal I should say, is going to open in like 2 hours because the clock just never stops going down on this thing. And Koenma has gotten permission from his dad, who we also get some glimpses of King Yema. That was cool. Koenma has permission from his dad to do something with his pacifier, remove it, and that'll do something. I'm not sure what, but apparently his fucking pacifier has hype now. That's interesting. I couldn't have called that. Just say, I couldn't have called that, but it's interesting. So yeah, I'll see what happens there, but yeah, Kurama's interesting me right now. If a kid really just died, I think that takes balls. I think it was a well done death for the most part. Not super important. I'm not, you know, character died. It's not a huge deal or anything. It's just, you know, it was a somewhat important-ish character. But yeah, the story progression, the pacing, the animation, how much I enjoyed the content itself. I'm going to give this episode an 8 to an 8.5 out of 10. I thought it was a very good to great episode of Yu Yu Hakusho. Can't wait to see what happens next. It's going to be a long 2 hours. Well, I guess depending on how much longer this arc's going to be, but it's going to be a long 2 hours. We'll see what happens. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much all I got to say about this one. So give it 8 to 8.5, and now I'll review the next one. Okay, you guys, episode 84. This was another pretty damn good episode of Yu Yu Hakusho. I really liked it. There were a couple things that I want to point out, but they're not too major, but I'll get to them. The overall animation was actually pretty good. For this episode, it wasn't like the last one where the artwork was kind of, not even bad, just really different. It was kind of more like the regular standard Yu Yu Hakusho artwork. And the overall animation was good. Not that they really needed to do like any huge crazy things with the animation, but yeah. The pacing was, you know, fairly solid pacing. Not any slower than any of the previous episodes, not any faster. So, you know, it was solid pacing. And the overall story progression, well, I guess I'll just summarize. It was pretty good because we got them reaching the cave where Sensui is. We see him like watching Chapter Black, like chilled out on the couch, just watching the worst of humanity. Like what the fuck, like a triple R-rated NC-17 type shit. Dark as fuck, just real life, just sitting back like, yeah. Oh fuck, yeah, I like this part. Like what the fuck, like no, and he doesn't like that part because he hates humanity. He probably hates Chapter Black, but he's just kind of crazy. I was just chilling, like, yeah. Alright, yeah, the finale's coming up. It's about 30 minutes long. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? Anyway, like, what the fuck, dude? But anyways, they show up, and he has to fight Gourmet, and Kurama steps up to fight him, and they're like, if you can beat Gourmet within, not even within, if you just beat him right now, we'll give Kuwabara back. And they don't trust his word, but Kurama steps up to fight Gourmet, and Kurama fucking slays this dude. First, he says he ate the psychic guy, and that kind of sucks because he was kind of an innocent bystander in all of this, but he ate the psychic guy who could read minds. I mean, they're all psychics, so calling him a psychic guy is kind of vague, but I mean, he has the ability to read minds, which is normally what a psychic can do in most fiction. But yeah, the mind-reading guy, he ate him, gained his powers, he can read minds, and we already knew that he had older Togoro's powers. But Kurama's not fucking around. Like, this guy is not here to play. Like, he decapitate, like, completely just fucking shoom, plant seeds in him, but you don't know that quite yet. And then it turns out older Togoro possessed this guy. He took over his body, he's doing these crazy, like, appearing on his hand and on his stomach, and he drove the dude crazy and took over his body. And then he ends up fighting Kurama. Kurama does a smoke screen. The seed that he planted inside of him comes out, and it's like this crazy plant that causes you to hallucinate, and then it just sucks away at your life until you're dead. And since Togoro has evolved and has become unable to die, he'll just be drained forever and ever and ever, and he's stuck in an eternity of trying to kill Kurama and not being able to. And I'm like, damn, Kurama, like, dude, like, that's heavy as fuck, bro. Like, you are not here to play games. You are here to kill motherfuckers, and it's awesome. So yeah, Kurama was really badass in this episode. The whole thing where Kurama's like getting stabbed and there's blood everywhere and all that, I was thinking that like maybe like a plant looked like him, or the smoke itself was like hallucinogenic or something. But no, the plant was doing it, and that's a really, like, not even a fucked up way to die. That's like a really shitty way to, like, I don't even know what to call that. Like, be like taken out, I guess. Like, that was intense as fuck, but I don't know, Kurama was epic. They've almost got Kuwabara. It looks like we're reaching the climax of this arc. Only in the 80s, so even if there's like a long, like 5-episode fight, which I kind of doubt, but even if there's like a long couple of fights and like even a few more things to go, I don't see this arc lasting much longer than the 90s. So there may be one more arc of Yu Yu Hakusho after this. Kind of short, I suppose, but not too short. See what, you know, see what happens in it. But anyway, for this episode, I definitely liked the overall fighting. I thought that was really cool. Kurama was really cool. It looks like Game Master is still dead for now. We'll see what happens, but for now he's still dead. I like that. No update on the Doctor having escaped prison. That still has to play a part, I'm sure. We've got no actual big story progression, I suppose, now that I really think about it. I mean, they reached the place, they took a dude out. That's pretty good. But it's not like they got Kuwabara back. It's not like another fight started. it's not like Hiei has done anything in this arc yet. I mean, he took out what's-his-name, Sniper, but other than that, he's been completely useless or not there. So Hiei still has to do something. And, of course, Yusuke vs. Sensui, that's probably right around the corner. But yeah, I really liked this episode. I'd probably give it like an 8 out of 10. A lot of really high scores for Yu Yu Hakusho recently. Usually I give them like a 7, 6.5. Good episodes, usually, for Yu Yu Hakusho. But a lot of really good episodes lately, and it's all leading up to like the finale of this arc, so I think that's appropriate that it's getting better and better. Still really like this arc. I still think I like it better than the Dark Tournament by a pretty good amount, personally. And, yeah, like I said, probably give us like an episode like an 8 out of 10. And, yeah. Thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of these episodes of Yu Yu Hakusho in the comments below. I will talk to you guys later. Follow me on Instagram. Bye.